Right up the road.
Right up the road. Okay.
That house on the corner.
Okay.
Because this wasn't here then.
Okay, so you
all
had
this
built.
was land.
So you had this built.
Yeah, these houses were built after. The church was there, and the house next to the church was there. Because the land came down to the church, and back of the church, down there, and then back up to the road, and then down to the brook.
Okay. So did in your lifetime, if you think about events that took place that that made you stop where you were and think about what's going on, do any of those events stand out to you? Like big events, worldly events in the United States or elsewhere, where you thought, my gosh, this is important.
Well, not really. You know what? I don't let them bother me. It's like if I let all that stuff bother me, I'd go crazy. I would. I mean, in fact, I go crazy because there's a lot of things I'd like to do that I can't do. But because I've had, in the 2000s, I had both knees replaced. Now I've got diabetes, I've got neuropathy, But other than that, my heart is still going, I mean, and I go for my physicals, I go for my I go for my checkups, things like that, that if I didn't care, I wouldn't do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my motto is, if I don't do, I won't do. So I do.
I love that.
You see? Just like I went online and I saw this and I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna try that."
So you go online often?
No, not a whole lot. So look what I made.
Oh wow! Did you make this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I made about 50 of them. They're doll clothes for that American Girl size doll.
Wow. Mother Brooks, these are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. How long does it take you to make one of these?
Oh, it depends on how long I decide. Now, like when I went to Kathy's, I made one while I was there waiting for them for Thanksgiving. And you see, what I do is I take something like with me. I take something like this with me all the time. And before, I used to make gift cards. See what my daughter made for me?
Wow.
And I used to carry my stuff in here, see? So, but I mean, this is what I do. Now I made about 50 of these. And I made them, and when I took them to the bazaar, our church bazaar this year, and I didn't sell but one. So I gave them away, I'm giving them away for presents. On a phone, they're on a thing, and they don't play with dolls anymore,
I hope my granddaughter plays with dolls and old-fashioned things like that.
I got tired of making these, so then I made scarves. So most of the people for Christmas got scarves for Christmas. And then I found out that my son, who was in the Navy, he wants one, so I'm making him a blue one. And his wife is Irish, so I'm making her a green one.
Okay.
But I mean, this is what, and you see, when I sit down and watch TV, and besides, the doctor told me that if with the arthritis in my hands, if I keep my fingers going, I won't have the pain. And I do have pain once in a while, but I do what he told me to do.
That's important.
So this is what I'm saying. Now, right now, I'm working on. I think this is my 5th Afghan since.
Can we see that?
Huh?
Can we see that a little bit?
See, this is. And I call this my garden in the park. See, this is the park, and this is the garden.
That's beautiful.
But what I do is I just take the yarn, and I just grab a ball of yarn and keep going. And I don't stop until I'm 60 inches.
Okay.
Because to me, you go from your chin to the floor to cover up. And if you're taller than that, then I'll make it 65. For one of my pastors, I made one 75.
Wow. Wow.
But I mean, this is what, I'm sorry, I can't not do something, you know.
I think I'm the same way. I like to keep busy all the time. What do you do to relax?
This.
This is relaxation.
And then, of course, because we can't go to church, we're on Zoom, you know, for Bible study and the regular service. But, I mean, this is the way, I'm sorry, this is the way I am. I have always been busy. Some people think you can sit there and do nothing, but I can't. Just like when I was embroidering and knitting when I was 6 or 7 years old. To this day, I can recall. You know when they used to, when they would do the men's shirts, they would have a cardboard in them. Okay, we would put pins in each end of the cardboard, do yarn, and weave. And then take everything off and make a pocketbook or make make something, out of it. And I've always done something, so I can't not do something.
That's the way you keep moving.
But I mean, I'm sorry. This is when I say I'm sorry, I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying, world, I'm here.
All right. This has been a wonderful interview. I've enjoyed this so much.
I just hope it's what you wanted.
Yeah. I think this is great.
I just have to say I'm really truly blessed because I'm blessed to be here with Bobby and Karen, and they take care of me and look after me, and I mean, because I could be in a nursing home, and but if I was in a nursing home, I wouldn't be there. I'd escape somehow.
Well, I think what you said earlier is very appropriate. Like, playing it forward. You've given your kids so much.
Well, see, every time I say something, all of them say, "Well, Mom, you took care of us. Now it's our turn."
This is for the Stoutsburg Sourland African American Museum. What was it like living in the Sourlands all this time? How did you feel about living here? Was it a great experience? Is there any particular memory?
When we moved up here, there were no houses there was nobody on the road, except we lived at one end and the Webbers lived at the other end. And after we moved up, then, see, there were a lot of summer houses. And then people started buying the summer houses and moving in. But when we moved up here, it was nice because the children could be free. They could run around and not worry about the being hurt or anything. It was us up here and the animals. That's about it. But we enjoyed it. And then after the people started moving in, it was like a community, and everybody helped everybody, and I mean, it was real nice.
That's what I heard about the Sourlands, that like people.
But it was, but it isn't now. It was.
Okay, what's the difference now?
Nobody knows anybody. But if it's like the old timers, the old people who lived up here, the old residents, we know each other, but the other ones don't. And it's like you could care less.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's like the world is like, it's like you can live in an apartment. You can live in a 50 apartment building and nobody knows anybody because you don't care. We lived up here, up on that house. We had no lock on the door. We didn't have to worry. We didn't worry about locks on the door until that Martin Luther King got killed. And the riot started in Trenton. And then that's when we started. Tried to raise mine the way I was raised. And I think I have done a fairly good job. You know, and then the children have, my children have sort of done their children the same way. And I feel like I've done something, you know, pass it along, you know, but you never know. You know, it might come back to bite you in the butt every time, but you never know.
Let me see. I was told by many people that you were something. You were absolutely something, and it was going to be just such a treat to get to know you.
I hope it's what you wanted.
It's perfect.